Hi everyone, it's E. Um, do you want to live? Because I want to live. I've been fighting to live since September 21st. On September 21st, I was told that I had pre cancer. Um, I went kind of public a few weeks ago because I almost died, but I hadn't said exactly what I had. Um, I had not been feeling good. I had gone for a physical in March, and I told the doctor how my breasts were heavy and the shape had changed. There was no lump or anything. So she told me, oh, just take vitamin E, it's menopause. So I did. It didn't work. So with COVID in July, they laid us off, my department. And so I didn't know where I was going to be with insurance. And so I called my doctor's office and I said, can you guys do an early mammogram? I don't know where my insurance is going to be. My doctor was on vacation, so the attending doctor, um, he agreed. And so they did a mammogram, came up at normal. Did an ultrasound, came up at normal. And so they did a biopsy. Biopsy showed a mass. Unlike before, where I used to have a cyst, this was a mass. The doctor called me, or the office called me on September 21st saying the doctor wants you to come in or they want to Zoom with you. I already knew I had cancer, you know. God already had told me, you know. So when the doctor Zoomed me and told me, I wasn't surprised. Um, so she referred me to oncologist and surgeon. I went to the oncologist. I was not impressed with him. He didn't have a good bedside manner. His solution was, oh, it's precancer, just have a lobectomy, go to the surgeon. I wasn't satisfied because my mom had cancer, my sister had cancer, my dad's little sister had breast cancer, all my dad's side of the family had cancer. So I went to the surgeon and I told him, and he agreed with me that I should have an MRI and genetic testing. He saved my life. He was the only one that believed me. So he did an MRI, and it came up that there was a different mass. So they did a biopsy a few days before Thanksgiving. And so when they were doing it, they saw something else. They saw another mass. So the doctor wasn't going to do it. And I said, no, I'm already here, to biopsy both spots. So they did. Thank God they did, because if they wouldn't have, they would have missed the big mass. It turned out that the left breast was the one that had the aggressive cancer, the bad cancer. It's like the right one only had a tumor of 1.7 or 9, but the left one had a 4.2 centimeter tumor, and and it was invasive. So I went to the second opinion oncologist, and her and the surgeon both agreed that I needed to remove my breast to live. I was devastated. It was my last resort. Like, I was in awe. I couldn't believe it. But, I wanted to live, and I knew it wasn't my time. God told me it's not your time, it's your time to bring awareness and tell your story. So they scheduled the double mastectomy January 26th, had it done, and that's when they discovered it was 4 different cancers. Um, all the doctors were shocked, and it turned out that one of them was an aggressive one. It was called HER2. So because of that one, it multiplies real fast. They had to do chemo. So on March 11th, I started chemo to save my life because I'm fighting to live. And round 1 was okay. It was round 2 that put me in the hospital for 6 days. And that's when I went kind of public on Facebook, and I put my face with my little turban. I just didn't say what kind of cancer because I wasn't ready, because breast cancer is kind of personal, It was my pride, my dignity. It's like, everybody's, oh, you're going to get new boobs. Yeah, but like, if I wanted new boobs, I would have got them a long time ago. That wasn't the point, you know? So it was really emotional and hard for me. And almost dying put a perspective on it, And I wanted to bring awareness that you guys need to advocate for yourself and emphasize. If you don't feel good, push for tests. Mammograms don't work. What worked for me was an MRI. So I'm going to emphasize and try to change things, laws for MRI to work. I feel that's what God wants me to do, is bring awareness. I'm also writing my book and my journey. I think that will help you guys as well. But I wanted to tell you a little bit about my story. Long, long story short, this is what I've been going through since September 21st, 2020. I've been fighting to live. So if you want to live, fight to live, and be an advocate, go to the doctor, push for tests. My brother called me a hypochondriac. I'm not. You know, my dad died suddenly. My mom died suddenly. You know, I'm the youngest of the Hinojoses, so I've seen a lot of people die around me. And I'm not ready to go. And I hope you're not, and I hope you fight for your life, because I'm fighting for mine. And that's my message, is to bring awareness for you to fight. And doctors are only practicing on you. They're not God, you know. God has the last word, and he can change things. So right now I'm just thankful to be alive. I'm thankful for my family and friends that have been there, that have, you know, come and check on me, brought me food. You know, it's not easy. This is a really hard journey. Um, until you're in my shoes, you will never understand it. Um, and I didn't understand it until I was in it, you know. So this is my story, and these are the ramifications of my story. This is E with cancer, fighting to live. And if you want to live, fight. That's my message. Fight. Peace.